Yeah, so the first, when I came in, I was really like high stress and, but I didn't really recognize the decrease, like how my energy was. So when I did the test, filling out the questionnaire, you know, I thought my energy was maybe, I think it was a 7 that I put down, you know, but I have a job that's really stressful. And so I understand the impact that it's having on my, you know, on my youth and also my vitality. And so I was really interested to do the stem cell for that. And the first injection that I got, I was really, I felt the impact. I felt nauseous. I had a really intense headache for the day after. The symptoms were, you know, irrefutable. I was feeling pretty impacted with the first injection. And then as the week went on, you know, the next day after that, I even still felt a little bit of a residue of like a headache and a shift in my body. After the second injection, as soon as I got the injection, I felt a rush of energy, kind of like if you have a burst of oxygen, or you have a, you know, something that was like it was a very pure feeling. It wasn't like energy from coffee or something that was like heavy. It was like a really light feeling, but an increase of energy. And the second time I didn't have any headaches. And then the third week, it was again a rush of energy. And then I really started to see the difference between, you know, it was like something that's very slow and gradual. Like if you go on a diet and you lose weight, like 10 pounds a week or something, you know, it's really hard on your body. And this was now that I'm 6 weeks in, like it was something that's like very gradually, like a very gradual difference. And so like last week, I was noticing my energy was higher. And so I started to reassess the way that I came in. And, you know, now I see that my energy was actually not a 7, it was like a 5 in comparison to where I'm at right now. I've noticed that I sleep less too. I need less sleep. You know, like sometimes when you wake up in the morning, you're just like, oh. And with the cold, I thought, you know, usually you're in more hibernation mode, but it's not like that for me. I'm okay with waking, like I wake up naturally at like 8 o'clock now. I can't imagine sleeping in to 10 o'clock. I mean, it would just be like torture. Yeah. The two most notable was my intestines are working better, and also my metabolism is faster. So also my appetite is smaller, which is interesting. But, you know, it was my birthday, so I was eating cake and, you know, like not really taking care of my diet as much. And my metabolism, because it's a little bit faster right now, it's actually, you know, it's been good. I haven't like noticed a major increase of weight. I was noticing that my metabolism was slowing down. There was that's sort of like a smaller thing, but the two really, really significant things was, you know, I'm 37, I just turned 38, which is my birthday, and my menstruation stopped. Like last year it stopped. And I don't know if it had something to do with stress or what the cause was necessarily. It might have been psychological, I'm not sure. But I had my period, and it was actually, you know, it wasn't like very small. It was like a normal flow. So that was something that was pretty major. The other really major thing was I was getting, I drink. And so I was getting, and I wasn't sure if it was attributed to not drinking enough water or because I was drinking alcohol. I don't drink excessive amounts of alcohol, but I do drink. And I was noticing that there was a pressure in my back, and it felt like it was attributed to my kidneys or my liver or something. It was like in the small of my back, but it was like, you know, so that I felt like almost my back was going to go out, which was totally bizarre for me. You know, at my age, I shouldn't be having that issue, you know, so it was like uncomfortable, and sometimes I would have problems getting in the car or whatever, and then it would like last for maybe 2 hours, and then I would be totally normal again. And that went away. So those are the two really, really big things. And the other thing is too that I feel like the color in my face is a little bit, there's like something that's being refreshed. what I was told when I started the study was that my fingernails and my hair was going to have an increase of growth,